The planet Artray had always been a beacon of hope and resilience for humanity. Nestled on the edge of Terran space, it was a thriving colony, a testament to humanity's unyielding spirit and determination to flourish in even the harshest corners of the galaxy. Its cities were a blend of advanced technology and natural beauty, with towering skyscrapers that reached for the heavens and lush green parks that offered a serene escape from the bustle of daily life. But on this fateful day, the tranquility of Artray was shattered. The skies darkened as an armada of alien warships descended upon the planet. The Valorians, a ruthless and warlike species, had come to conquer. They had swept through neighboring systems, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake, and now their sights were set on Artray. The Terran Defense Force, though outnumbered and outgunned, prepared to make their stand. At the heart of this defense was Captain Elena Ramirez, a seasoned officer, with a reputation for her unwavering courage and tactical brilliance. She stood in the command center, her eyes fixed on the holographic display that showed the approaching enemy fleet. "All units, this is Captain Ramirez," she said, her voice steady and resolute. "The Valorians are upon us. This is not just a battle for Artray. It's a battle for the very survival of humanity. We stand together, we fight together, and we will not let them take our home." The command center buzzed with activity as orders were relayed, and defensive positions were reinforced. Anti-aircraft batteries were manned, and ground troops took their positions along the city's perimeter. The air was thick with tension, but also with a sense of determination. The people of Artray would not go down without a fight. As the first wave of Valorian fighters broke through the atmosphere, the sky erupted in a blaze of laser fire and explosions. The Terran pilots, though vastly outnumbered, fought with unparalleled ferocity. Their sleek, agile fighters weaved through the enemy formations, taking down ships with precision and skill. On the ground, the situation was equally dire. Valorian dropships landed in the outskirts of the city, unleashing waves of heavily armored infantry. The Terran soldiers, equipped with advanced exoskeleton suits and high-powered rifles, met them head-on. The streets of Artray became a battleground, with every block and building contested fiercely. Captain Ramirez moved from one hotspot to another, coordinating defenses and rallying her troops. Her leadership was a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Despite the overwhelming odds, her presence inspired those around her to fight harder and hold their ground. The battle raged on for hours, with neither side willing to relent. The once pristine cityscape was now scarred by the ravages of war. Buildings lay in ruins, and the air was thick with smoke and the acrid smell of burning metal. But the Terrans held their line, refusing to let the Valorians advance further. In a desperate bid to turn the tide, the Valorians unleashed their most fearsome weapon, a colossal war machine, bristling with cannons and energy weapons. It lumbered through the city, leaving destruction in its wake. The Terran defenses crumbled before its onslaught, and it seemed as though all hope was lost. But Captain Ramirez had one last card to play. She called upon the Omega Squadron, an elite group of soldiers trained for the most dangerous missions. Their task was simple but perilous: to disable the war machine from within. Led by Lieutenant Marcus Drayton, the Omega Squadron infiltrated the war machine, battling through its corridors and taking out its defenses. The team moved with precision and coordination, their training and experience evident in every action. Despite the heavy resistance, they reached the core of the machine and planted explosive charges. As they made their escape, the war machine erupted in a massive explosion, its towering form collapsing in on itself. The destruction of the war machine was a turning point. The Valorian forces, now without their most powerful asset, began to falter. The Terran defenders seized the opportunity, launching a counter-offensive that pushed the invaders back. The battle continued for several more hours, but the tide had turned. The Valorians, realizing they had underestimated the Terrans' resolve, began to retreat. Cheers erupted across the city as the remaining enemy forces were driven off-planet. Artray had been saved, but at a great cost. The city lay in ruins, and many brave souls had given their lives in its defense. Captain Ramirez stood amidst the rubble, her heart heavy with the weight of their sacrifice. But she also felt a profound sense of pride. Against overwhelming odds, they had stood their ground and emerged victorious. The story of Artray's last stand would be told for generations to come, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. It was a tale of courage, sacrifice, and unwavering valor. And as the sun set over the battered yet unbroken city, Captain Ramirez knew that the legacy of their stand would inspire future generations to face whatever challenges lay ahead with the same unyielding determination.